Welcome to the desert and inside Chase Field in Phoenix. Sunday night baseball on the show. It's the New York Mets and the Arizona DiamondBacks. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about ready to roll here. Towing the slab in today's game, Eduardo Rodriguez.
Well, what quickly stands out to me for this guy is that he comes in with a 3-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio on the season. So when you consider consistency, the ability to get swings and misses and to limit base runners, that's critical in winning games today, especially when teams are depending on the big swing, the home run, to win ball games.
Line drive, come on. Let's take a peek at the Mets lineup here. And Chris, this group has been struggling to put up runs lately.
Well, they haven't been on base a ton, and even when they are, they haven't been hitting very well with the runners on base. So they need a player or two to really step up, have some quality at bats, hit according to the situation, and sort of break out of this. I think if they do, the rest of this lineup will follow.
Up and in, 2-1. Ground ball up the middle. Toss to Naylor. Quick start here this evening. 2 out, top of the first.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
2 down, bases empty. Here's Pete Alonso. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. 2 outs, bases empty. Next offering is down low.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power, but then if this hitter gets a strike.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. And the Mets go down 1-2-3. And now the Diamondbacks will get their first turn at bat. No score. You're dialed into the show. Back here with my pal Singy. And getting the call here, Griffin Canning. What's the word on him?
Well, you can see his whip is a little above the league average. Not bad, but I think in this one, he's going to need to control that a little bit better. Try to limit hitters from getting on base. Stay in that windup instead of the stretch. And when he does allow base runners, be able to throw a pitch. He's going to get a swing and miss, get out of the inning so that a base hit doesn't do more damage and put his team behind the 8 ball.
Swing and a foul straight back. And there's a ball.
2-2 count.
That one misses, and the count's full.
He's mixing his pitches really well, late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. Let's see if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Makes the grab, 1 away. Now the Diamondbacks lineup as put together by Torey Lovullo. In that cleanup spot, a key piece for this club, Josh Naylor.
Well, he's an important part of this lineup for sure. I mean, there's no doubt about it, Boog. It's somebody that they try to feed off of. He does a lot of things, very well up there at the plate. He's got a presence about him, and, he's a guy that you really kind of like to watch swing the bat.
On the ground, and foul ball. 1 down, base is empty. And that's outside.
2 strikes.
Makes the sliding stop. Gathers and throws. Nicely done for the out.
Just so impressed with the movement on that play. Footwork was excellent. The arm strength was there. And, of course, the most important part was getting the out.
2 outs, base is empty. Pavin Smith stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Off the mark there, and it's 2-1. A little bit low. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Count this ball.
And it chases that one. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. End of 1, and we're still scoreless. Back here at Chase Field, all set for the start of the inning. Here's Starling Marte. Pitch misses, and now 3-1. That one misses, so a leadoff walk. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. The pitch.
Ball, that's in.
Marte gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Fouls one off. 2-2. Swings and misses. Struck him out.
You know, Boog, you often think a slider is more for that horizontal movement, but most of the good ones have both vertical depth and that horizontal movement, and that's what we saw right there. Good drop on the break and got him to swing over the top.
And now it's Mark Vientos. That one missed.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Next offering is downstairs. Patrick Johnson calling the balls and strikes.
Pretty standard zone for Johnson. Sometimes he might get a little jumpy, a little excited and expand the zone, but usually you at least feel like the pitcher on the mound is earning it, and that's important because you got to make players earn it.
And a swing and a miss.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets. Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can forget it. A gigantic blast, and the Mets jump in front. It's 2-0.
He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrists to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
Jeff McNeil stands in. 2 outs. That one is upstairs.
1 strike.
That's down and in.
3.
Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here at the top of the second. That's to third. Suarez throw to first in time. That ends the frame. Mets add 2 runs on this blast, and it's 2-zip. It's Major League Baseball on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now it's Josh Naylor.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Slides, but it gets by him.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the
third baseman, Eugenio Suarez.
Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now. On the ground to third, boots it. Still able to fire over, and they get him. The misplay made it a bit messy, but they clean things up for the out.
Gabriel Moreno.
Now it's going to be Gabriel Moreno. Man at second. Out to short. Lindor. Fires over to first. 2 down.
Batting seventh. Left fielder. Lourdes.
And it's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. And a foul ball. Runner at second, 2 down. Bottom half of inning number 2. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Man on second, 2 down. And that one missing low. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater. One left for the Diamondbacks. And they're down 2-0. And we're back. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Tyrone Taylor. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Got him swinging.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
The 2-1. Just missed. Clips the outside corner. Counts full, 3-2.
Counts full.
1 out, bases empty. Got him looking. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Here's Juan Soto.
Now batting right fielder.
Not only can he hit the cover off the ball, he's got a great eye as well.
Swing and a miss.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Fights it off. He'll see another. Two down, nobody on. Ground ball nailer. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Mets go down quickly, but they're on top 2-0. Back here in the desert as we go to the last of the third. And now the center fielder, Alec Thomas. And now 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And there's a ball. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
You usually are going to see that inside fastball a little longer coming in from the opposite side, but that pitch really got in on him right there. I mean, that's a well-thrown pitch. Tough to do anything with that in terms of getting the hands through and the sweet spot of the bat to the baseball.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Geraldo Perdomo. That one almost got him. That one fouled off. 2 and 2. One down, base is empty. Right side. And that chance handled. Throws to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, right fielder, Corbin Carroll.
Back to the top of the lineup. And now the right fielder, Corbin Carroll. Next pitch is outside. Sliced hard but foul. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Diamondbacks down quickly. They trail things here 2-0. On to the fourth, and now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso.
Pete Alonso.
Swing and a miss.
3 and 2.
Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. And there's 1 down.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Starling Marte.
Starling Marte up to hit. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. That one lifted to left. 2 down.
Now batting, left fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
2 down, base is empty. Brandon Nimmo now at the plate. Next offering is down low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And a swing and a miss. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the Mets. They're up 2-0. Bottom of the inning, Ketel Marte up to the plate.
DiamondBacks, second baseman, Ketel Marte.
Line drive. Taylor brings it in. One down.
He was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what,
now
if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
Pavin Smith stands in now for the Diamondbacks. One down, base is empty. On the ground to the left.
Foul.
And that's just foul. And that one misses up and in. 2-2. The Mets up by 2. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And right back to the mound. Throws to first in time. And that quickly 2 away.
Up next for the Diamondbacks.
Here's Josh
first
Naylor.
Baseman Josh Naylor.
Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Mets 2 and the Diamondbacks nothing. Back here at Chase Field, top 5, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Mark Vientos. Next offering is fouled back. See ya! Strikes him out for the second time today.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more
Francisco
fastballs in that
Alvarez.
location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
And that's downstairs and outside. In there at the knees. It was bumpy in the early going for the lefty, but he settled into a really nice groove. In the air, out towards left center. And there's 2 away.
Now second baseman Jeff McNeil.
And now here's Jeff McNeil. Two down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone.
2 strikes.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. 3 up, 3 down for him there. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Mets 2 and the Diamondbacks nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's the third baseman, Eugenio Suarez.
Well, these fans definitely want to get involved in the game. All it's going to take is to get the leadoff man or even a base runner on.
Next pitch is outside.
Well, these Diamondbacks showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. Starter's leash has to be getting tighter with his pitch count where it is, but so far he's been really effective in this one.
That misses, and now it's 3-2.
You know, sometimes it just takes getting to the bullpen in order to be able to score runs, and that might be the case today.
In the air, right field. Could be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in, not in time. That's a leadoff double.
I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And now Gabriel Moreno, man at second.
Ball, that's out.
Just missed. So runner in scoring position, and now the tying run comes to the plate. Last half of inning number 5. That to right. Soto gets under it. Makes the catch for the out.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Here's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Swings through that one for strike 2.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Gets a piece and stays alive.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That's ball 2.
Suarez, the runner at second with one away. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
Alec Thomas now. The 1-1 is fouled off. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Swing and a ground ball. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. And no shot to get him at first. There's 2 aboard.
I think he got a little casual on that play and took it for granted a little bit. So maybe just as much of a mental mistake as a physical one. And with 2 outs, that's a tough one to swallow for the entire defense.
Geraldo Perdomo, the next to hit. And a 1-2. Squirts away a little bit, but no advance from the runners. That one misses. Ball 3. Action in the Mets bullpen. Genesis Cabrera getting loose out there. Stanek getting cranked up as well. Ripped to third, but handled And that'll end the inning. Diamondbacks strand a pair. They trail it here 2-0. New inning getting started, and stepping in is the speedy
Leading
Tyrone
off
Taylor.
for the Mets, center fielder Tyrone Taylor.
1-1 now. That's to third. To first, but it pulls him off the bag.
Well, I definitely think the speed down the line played a factor on that throw. He had more time than he thought, but as a fielder, the speed of the game and the speed of the runner sometimes can get in your head, and he just rushed it and failed to make a clean throw.
Here's Francisco Lindor. Maybe a 2-ball. 5, 4,
That's an out.
3, and they turn the double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Watch Soto now. Swing and a miss. 1 and 2.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Fastball is outside. And it remains 2 and 2. Lifted in the air, right center field. And that'll do it. 1 error in the inning, but nothing more. Top of the order, 2 up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Mets 2 and the Diamondbacks nothing.
Now pitching for
Back
the
now
New
for the
York
bottom of the
Mets.
6th, and there's a new
Number
pitcher on the
34.
mound, Kodai Senga.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Leading off
So the lineup
for
flips
the
over.
Diamondbacks,
Corbin Carroll
right
digs in
fielder,
now.
Corbin Carroll.
That's a strike thanks to the sweeper.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Nimmo has it sized up and puts the squeeze on that one. And there's 1 down.
Now batting, second baseman Ketel
Here's
Marte.
Ketel Marte. And a 1-1. Late swing, foul to the left. Foul ball, still a 1 and 2 count. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Fouls it off, still 1 and 2.
Ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Popped up to the left into foul ground. Vientos sizes this one up. They got it for out number 2.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Pavin Smith stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Falling behind 2-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
2-2 the count.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Nothing across here this half. Seventh inning coming up. It's the Mets 2 and the Diamondbacks nothing.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the
back. We're in the
Diamondbacks.
seventh. We have a new pitcher on the mound.
Number 18.
Shelby Miller.
Just trying to keep this one close here,
Miller.
and this is where a bullpen can give their players a
Leading off
chance to
for the
fight back
Mets,
into the
First
game.
baseman,
Pete Alonso getting ready to hit. Here's a 1-1. Fastball is outside. Swing and a foul out of play. Way high.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. This one in the air, right field. Carroll settles under it. And there's one down. And now the Mets DH, Starling Marte. And that's downstairs. And it's 2-1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Brandon Pfaadt getting ready to go. Beeks warming up as well. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Gurriel has it sized up. Snags it for the second out.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming
Now
open
batting,
instead of
left
staying
fielder,
closed.
Brandon
If he
Nimmo.
does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
The 2-1. Yeah, that's fouled off. On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. And the Mets go down 1-2-3, but they hold a 2-0 lead.
Now pitching for New York.
We're back in a new pitcher here
Number
to start the bottom of the
92.
seventh. Genesis Cabrera.
Genesis
This is his
Cabrera.
third time out this year. Josh Naylor
Leading
now at the
off
plate.
for the Diamondbacks. First baseman, Josh Naylor.
Next offering upstairs.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
That's
Ball
a little
3.
bit low.
3 balls, 1 strike.
And that's in for a strike.
3-2.
Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Taylor makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Now batting, third baseman,
Eugenio Suarez up to hit now. Here's a 1-1. And that's outside. Stirring in the bullpen for the Mets. Reed Garrett appears to be getting loose. The 2-1. On the ground, out to short. Slings to first in time.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to
Up
execute
next
it to
for the
perfection. This
DiamondBacks,
game is a lot
catcher
harder than it looks, partner.
Gabriel Moreno.
Gabriel Moreno stands in now for the Diamondbacks. That one missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a ball popped in the air, and that's a foul ball. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And the Diamondbacks down in order. They're still down. It's 2-zip. We're at the top of the 8th, and stepping in for New York, Mark Vientos.
Mark Vientos.
The next pitch misses, and it's 2-2. That one just misses. Good job to fight that one off. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Battling here as he fouls it away. Goes down looking.
Well, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game, I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach, figure out how they're beating him, make this adjustment really quick, because word will get around the league in a hurry.
That finds the mark on the inside corner. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Good eye in that spot.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Struck him out looking. That was pretty nasty.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. It's hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
Now pitching for the
Jalen Beeks
Diamondbacks.
into the game.
Oh, he's
Number
having an
68.
excellent season so far.
Jalen
ERA is under 2. A lot of flexibility coming out of the bullpen.
Two outs, base is empty. Jeff McNeil, the next to hit. Just missed. Activity in the Arizona bullpen. Tommy Henry up and throwing for manager Torey Lovullo. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Down in order go the Mets as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Ryan Stanek. Here's Gurriel.
Leading off for the Diamondbacks, left fielder, Lourdes Gurriel Jr.
Fastball for a strike. Not close with that one. The count now 2-2. That one the other way. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Up next for the Diamondbacks.
Now up
center
next for
fielder,
Arizona, Alek Thomas. Tying run at the plate. A little bit low. Now 2-2. The tying run at the plate. On the ground right side, McNeil. One gone to the bottom of the 8th.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game.
Now
it might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Geraldo Perdomo will hit next. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog, not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
The shortstop takes the ball.
2-1.
With the tying run at the plate, here the bottom half of the 8th inning. And he hits a ground ball right side. McNeil fires to first in time.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
This is Corbin Carroll. This one ripped, but foul to the right.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. One more out, and they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
And that one got a piece of him. He had him 1-2, and he ends up hitting them with a pitch. A move coming at third base. Pinch running here, Garrett Hampson. Big at bat coming up for Ketel Marte.
This is a big spot for a big-time player.
2 on, 2 outs. Pitch in the dirt. 2-1.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming. This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
2 outs. Cut on and lifted in the air. It falls in, and that's a knock. Runner from third in to score. And it's an RBI single, and it's a 1-run game.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
And here comes the Mets manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Ryan Stanek departs, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. So they turn to their closer, Austin Warren. He's been so good against lefties.
For New York, number 44, Austin Warren.
So next is the designated hitter for the D-backs, Pavin Smith. Outside low, 2 balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Right through there for a strike. Line drive, and this might be trouble. 1 runs in. Here comes Marte around third. And he's safe at the plate as they take the lead. 3-2.
Just a clutch at bat right there. Big time swing when this team really needed it. Off the bat, it was headed for the gap all the way. And as a hitter, you love seeing those as you take your first couple of steps out of the box. You know you've got some real estate to run on, and such a good feeling. Nice liner into the gap right there.
Josh Naylor stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Swung on, broken back, grounder to third. Throws across the diamond, inning over, and it could have been worse. But 3 score in the inning, 2 of them on this 2-run double. Last chance coming up here for the Mets. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Miguel Andino. A chance at his first save of the year. Here's the center fielder, Tyrone Taylor.
Center fielder,
now this guy,
Tyrone
player that, if he gets on base, has the ability to really be aggressive getting around the base paths.
Looking to get the tying run on base. And that is in for a strike. And it's 3-2. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. And there's one away.
Now batting, shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
He's 2 outs away. And now it's Frankie Lindor.
Well, he's always a threat. Even if this guy is 0 for 3 for the night with 3 strikeouts, he can come up that 4th time and do damage because he's that good.
Next pitch is outside. One-run game here in the top of the 9th. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Hampson under it. Squeezes it. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, right fielder.
So they're down to their
Juan
final out.
Soto.
Now at the plate, Juan Soto.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Andino is just 1 strike away. Got him, and that's the ball game.
The ball for his first career save deserves to be on display at his house. I mean, it's kind of like when a restaurant frames its first dollar bill somewhere on a wall. You just can't forget your first save.
A 3-2 final score in this one. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.